Boys and girls, how are we doing? Today I'm going to run through my full day of eating on a rest day. So total macros for this full day of eating will just be there. Roughly that's around 3,000 calories. So rest days I consume 3,000 calories, training days I consume around 3,500. Without further ado, let's show you the first meal. So what we're going to need is a pan along with some Fry Light spray, 4 large eggs, 3 small cherry tomatoes, 30 grams of half-fat cheese. We're going to use a little bit of kale, 25 grams of some ham, and also what we're going to have is a satsuma and this little pastry. So it's a raisin swirl thing from Aldi. Can't beat it. So for my rest days with my macros, typically I'll have higher fats than a training day just because the demand for carbohydrates isn't there because I'm not training. As well, what I like to do is have quite a lot of fats in the morning. And the reason I don't have too many carbs in the first meal is just because I feel like that spikes my appetite quite a lot. Oh yeah, quick one as well. The reason for the satsuma, obviously for the micros, but you know what? I woke up this morning and I've not been ill in like over 2 years. And I woke up today feeling like pretty shit. So a bit of vitamin C, and the reason for the pastry is just for enjoyment purposes. So I have the scope to kind of fit it into my macros. So there you go. What I'm going to try and do today is tell myself that I feel absolutely fine, because if you're ill and you tell yourself you feel ill, you tell other people that you feel ill, you're going to end up feeling even worse, and you're just going to end up feeling sorry for yourself, and it's just not good, is it? So today, I feel sweet, mate. I feel amazing.
6 hours later.
Back home from work, 5 hours of PT, done and dusted. Obviously, I'm still feeling absolutely amazing, but it's time to get in the next bite to eat. What we're gonna have is this mug cake from Protein Well. So if you want any of their products, 40% off, use my code PWBRAD. So we're gonna use 40 grams of this, 5 grams of applesauce, 30 ml of semi-skim milk, and also we're gonna have 2 or 3 wine gums, probably 3. If you're wondering what the macros are and stuff for this mug cake, per 41 grams, which is the serving size, has 5.6 grams of protein, which is pretty good, and it's got 10.1 grams of fiber. That is banging. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. I mean, you might not be able to see too much and it might not look that amazing, but trust me, it tastes absolutely amazing. If you're wondering the total calories for this snack, it's only like 160 calories. And yeah, it just helps kind of bridge the gap when you've got a bit of hunger between meals. So it's an absolute banger, to be fair. The mug cake mix as well, it's got like little caramel bits in, I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, that's like a very good addition. So once I've ate this in about half an hour, I'll start making the next meal, which is one of my favourite meals to eat. It's only been about 10 minutes since having that mug cake, but I'm pretty hungry. It's just gone 2 o'clock, so we're gonna get in the next meal. So what we're gonna need for this meal: tin of tuna, 125 grams of pasta, 200 grams of pasta sauce, 40 grams of half-fat cheese, 100 grams of peas. Normally I'd use sweet corn, but I've ran out, so I'm just gonna put in about 50 grams of onion. And here it is, the third bite to eat of the day. So if you like cheese, you're probably gonna like the look of that. So there you go, an absolute banger, to be fair. We've got a total of 59 grams of protein in this meal. But yeah, let's get it down. Right, mate, so with your neutral grip pull down, tempo and everything's really good. However, what we need to do is minimize the internal rotation of the shoulder. So one quick fix of that is just switching the attachment around. So have the U-bar facing the other way. That way the angle of when you're pulling will be more favorable. Keep the elbows where they are, drag down, and think about elbows down and not back. This is how it is all the time for me. If I'm not in the gym training clients, I'm doing form feedback, I'm doing check-ins for my online clients, I'm editing videos. My life is pretty much revolved around the gym 24/7. Yeah, I probably won't put this MacBook down till about 10, 11 at night, and then I'll go sleep back up at 5, back in the gym. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is quickly run through the supplements I have on a day-to-day basis, because I feel like that is a very common question. So with supplements then, this is probably no surprise, but whey protein I actually use concentrated whey and not whey isolate. The reason for that, obviously I'm supported by Protein World. This is what they send out and it digests well, it tastes really good, so there's no need to change. Also, creatine monohydrate, probably no surprise there, the most widely researched supplement that is proven, you know, to be beneficial. So I consume 3 to 5 grams a day. I don't even measure it out, I just use a scoop, keep it consistent like that. And I've been having that for around, what, 6 and a bit years. Also at the moment as well, I'm currently taking BCAAs during my workout just because more than anything, I just like the taste when I'm training. So I can't really give you a review on them yet because I've not used them for that long. I can't really notice too much difference at the moment, but what I would say is if you are somebody that gets enough good protein sources, complete protein sources in your diet, it's likely that these aren't going to be essential. However, if you've got the disposable cash and you know you just enjoy drinking them like me, maybe it might be worth it for you. Anyway, in terms of health supplements, actually before the health supplements, pre-workout, I often just use this when I need to, which to be honest with you, because I'm up early every day, I use like half a scoop pretty much in most sessions, especially legs, that's got to be done. 300 milligrams of caffeine in that, tastes good, just gets you going, doesn't it? Yeah, so for the health supplements, a daily multivitamin for obvious reasons, just to help with getting enough micronutrients in my diet. Obviously, supplements are just to supplement the diet, so I don't rely on any of these, it's just to help a little bit. More so, to be honest, when I'm in a calorie deficit, when you're getting less nutrients into your diet. Probably don't need any of these at the moment, but yeah, a multivitamin, also zinc and magnesium. I currently don't take this because my food's high, I'm getting a lot of that in my diet already anyway. Vitamin C, so I had this today just because I'm feeling a little bit ill. So if you're wondering kind of like which ones you should take, just kind of analyze your diet and think, you know, for example, with vitamin C, are you getting enough citrus fruits in your diet? If you're not, then potentially that could be worthwhile. But if you are somebody that gets a lot of citrus fruits, you're gonna get a lot of vitamin C, probably don't need to supplement on it. Vitamin D, obviously in Leicester, UK, weather isn't always amazing. Say it's pretty warm, it's like 23 degrees. I'm actually sweating my tits off, but yeah, at the moment, not consuming that, but probably will do in the winter. Well, definitely will do. And lastly, omega-3. So if you're somebody who doesn't get too much fish in your diet, I get a fair bit, to be honest, that could be worth supplementing on. So this is something I actually have year round, just 1 capsule a day. I don't know, I just feel like it's one of them when people ask me about like supplements, saying they spend like hundreds of pounds every month on supplements. I just think like, what the hell are you doing? Do you know what I mean? They're saying these supplements that sometimes I've never even heard of. It sounds like they're giving me like some kind of algebra equation. It's just stupid, to be honest. But anyway, that's what I have. Hope that was helpful. And yeah, what we're gonna do now is get in the next meal. This one is a banger. Come on, you know the score. You know, if you've not seen any oats yet, you know there's a bagel coming. So what we have got is 2 bagels, obviously, and 40 grams of peanut butter and a banana. So I can't eat this with one hand, so I'm gonna put you down. There we go. And then I'm gonna eat. Then I actually went to sleep for a couple of hours just to help with recovery. Then I went outside to enjoy the weather, get some steps in and kick a football about. So something I like to do at the moment, well, I don't like to do it at all, but I have to do it, is a little bit of foam rolling with some stretching and a bit of work with a massage gun. Because I've been training for quite a while and have neglected these things quite a lot. And I've now become inevitably very tight, and that is not a position you want to be in. Something that I don't mind as much is using my massage gun, because 1, it feels quite good, and 2, it's not too much effort. So blast me delts a lot with that. Well, I blast everywhere with that. Oh my God, you know what? I was a little bit worried there that my arm might look small on camera. It's not that I've got to worry about. The fact that I look that pale, I look like I could be dying. Do you know what I mean? Let's give the quads a go. Look at that flex. Let's go. Let's relax them now. As for stretching, come on, I mean, who enjoys it? If you do like it, you must be a little bit of a psychopath, or you've got too much time on your hands. Anyway, let's show you the last meal of the day. What we're going to need is a bowl, that is essential. We're gonna need 30 grams of whey protein. The flavor I'm going with is the cookie dough flavor, no, cookies and cream flavor. Also 300 grams of Greek yogurt, 25 grams of an 85% dark chocolate, 80 grams of blueberries, and I would normally use this protein granola, but I've not got a lot left, so I'm gonna have 40 grams of granola with whatever's left of that, and then I'll make it up with this cheap Asda, like basic granola. It'll do. And here we have it, the last meal of the day, so I should probably get better at my presentation skills, but it don't matter how it looks. All that matters is how it tastes. You know what, I just thought as well, whilst I was making this meal, I actually feel not that bad. So when I woke up feeling like absolute dog, and just told myself that, you know, I'll be okay. I don't know if this is placebo, but it definitely works for me. What I'm going to do in my next training video as well is do a physique update, because it's been a little while. The last proper one I did was last year when I got really lean and I got down to 68 kilos. So now, almost like a year on, I'm up to 75 kilos, so 7 kilos up. Obviously gained a fair bit of body fat, but obviously I feel a lot better now. I needed to do it. And yeah, I feel like being at 75 kilos now, I think this is the best I've looked at this body weight. Anyway, more on that in the next video, but I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop this video a like, and if you're new around here, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button below. Thank you for watching.